What's your outlook heading into this season? What are you most excited for as we enter a new campaign here in Fort Wayne?
Well, obviously, every time, big changes happen, especially behind the bench, it's going to be interesting to see how things go. The benefit is that Coach Boudreau and obviously Legs have both been here for a couple years, so the guys that are returning know him already. I'm excited for the energy, the optimism, the excitement they bring. We've been in communications all summer quite often, and they're just everything that has been said is like, hey, we're going to be young, we're going to be fast, we're going to be big, we're going to be tough. Like everything that this division entails is what we're getting, and that's what they've been recruiting all summer. And so for me, being a returning guy, being my fourth year here, being through teams that have had their ups and downs, it's definitely an exciting time to be a Comet.
When you take a look at this defense playing in front of a guy like Dylan Ferguson, who's got a little bit of NHL experience under the belt, what does that do for you guys defensively, and how does that play into the success that you guys want to have overall as a team this season?
Well, obviously in this league, it's very important to have a solid goaltender, and if we get that in Ferguson this year, then that'll be outstanding. Just knowing that you have that steady person behind you that can maybe bail you out in certain situations when things break down, like that's huge, especially for defense. And it all works from the goaltender out. You get a solid goaltender, who can save the puck. You build your D. You build a D core that can keep guys to the outside, give far out shots. Play solid, get the puck out of the zone when the opportunity presents itself, and that leads right into giving it to forwards like Sid and Jenks and Shazi and Petey and these guys that can zoom up the ice and keep it in the opposing team's end for a while, right? So just everything that we have, everything like I said that the coaches have done recruiting wise has been excellent, and it's super exciting again to have another contracted goalie down to play in front of.
You mentioned that you're one of the few returning guys on this roster. What do you do to get this team to gel quickly? I mean, your first exhibition game is Friday, so there's there's not a lot of grace period to get things all on the same page. How do you go about doing that specifically with so many new young guys?
The benefit to that was, there was a handful of us that went up to Chicago's camp. So, we got together up there and we were able to have dinners and skates and obviously do everything together up there. So we already kind of have a base with about half of the guys here. Now it's getting that other half of the guys kind of incorporated in. Obviously we have team events like today. We got practice this afternoon. We have, workout practice, team event tomorrow. It's all about just kind of meshing, getting together the best we can, communicating in the locker room, communicating on the ice. And getting these guys comfortable, right? A lot of these guys, it'll be their first time playing pro hockey, and coming into a place like Fort Wayne where there's a lot of history and there's a lot of expectations. Championship is the key word. It was probably said 15 seconds into our meeting yesterday. Those are the expectations, and that's the bar that's been set. And being a young guy, when I was, it's you just want to be comfortable. You want to feel good what you're doing. You want to make sure you're getting the right criticism, the right upbringing and everything like that. So, as long as we can keep these guys feeling good and, keep them excited, then I think we'll be good to go.
You've seen Ben as an assistant coach under Gary the last couple of seasons. What do you think he brings to this program as a head coach now, and what excites you about having maybe just a fresh voice out there?
Yeah, obviously, I've been able to build a relationship with Benny the last several years because he's been on the defensive side of things. And, what he's going to bring is kind of a new mentality, a new, younger, fresher, idea. Like, obviously, look at the lineup, right? We got a lot of new, fresh, young faces. Like, this team's being built now for speed and for excitement and for energy. And that's kind of what hockey's turned into. Obviously, old-time hockey is great and they're rough and tough. And, we have that in the lineup. But at the same time, you need guys that can skate like the wind and put the puck in the net. And I think they've done a great job establishing that presence throughout the summer with all the recruiting they've done. Obviously, having him behind the bench, it's going to be some different tactics. There's going to be some different styles, some different game plans. But, at the end of the day, we get paid to play hockey, and he's the head coach, and we're going to listen to what he says. And, I'm excited to have him at the helm.